Hello! Wee! Hello! I need to switch. Hello! It's me! I'm taller now. I was messing around with my PNG tubers and I've reorientated a little bit. We are back! We are back from Christmas. I hope you guys have a really lovely Christmas. It's been a time. Lucia, totally impossible. Valeria, hello lovely, how are you? Oh. We're going to be doing drawing the drawings today. I've been working on commissions, but I'm going to do a bit of gift art stuff today, things which I need to finish off, that kind of thing. Totally impossible. Shut up, Crow, you are shorter than me. What do we think of the new musics? I fucking love them. So we had the intro one earlier, and then this one is a looped piece. It's a little bit of like electro swing style. I love it. Hello, Synth. You're both short. Shut up. Be active on WHEEEE so I can get points and money. SMH. But okay. So I've even set up a trailer for doing like some of my stuff. Like I'm sorting out some of my stuff. I've been productive today. I need to be more productive. I feel like I've got loads to do. I was on at 2 AM. Hurry up! Exactly what Avery said. 2 AM is not enough. But before we get on to some of the drawing, get on to our normal scheduled events as such, I am going to bring up the post I made a couple days ago. Now, I'm not, how do I word it? I'm not bringing it up just to keep resurfacing it or causing drama. I'm merely bringing it up because I just want to sort of discuss it, you know, just sort of like give a summary for anyone who hasn't had a chance to read it, and just, if anyone hasn't seen my little update post, just give a little bit of an update. Avery is concerned with JPEG. So, basically, let me actually bring up, it's gonna be on my drawing stuff, but if I go on this, just check, there we go. So, hello Zays, how are you doing? So, I'm just gonna like not look at chat for a second just because I need to go through this. I actually also need to bring up chat on my phone, so let me do that. I actually got a new phone, but I haven't finished setting it up, so I need to do that. But I just like do not have the energy to log into everything again. But I'll sort that soon. Might get some better photos anyway. Anyway. For those of you who don't know, the reason that I had to make this post, you found this. Okay, so basically, I made a post a few days ago on, it was like 1 AM yesterday. So I'm gonna say 2 days because I went to bed after. But I made a post because over 1.5 years ago, I commissioned an artist and still have yet to receive the finished products. There was 2 reference sheets, one for myself, one for my husband. And I go into detail with like the chat messages, all the differences which could indicate potential AI. A lot of them taking on emergency commissions and on more work for themselves without finishing my commission and other people's commissions, because I go to the bottom, or near the bottom. Near the bottom, and I'll let it load. Other people have made posts in the past, like that's November 2024. I commissioned them July 2024, and I still haven't got the art. I can't get a refund, but I did an update post. So basically, if you have checked it out, I just want to say thank you. I know it was a long read. I think it was like 38 posts in the thread, plus all the screenshots and all the other image evidences. So I know it was a big read. And if any of you were the ones to comment or reach out, you know, again, really big thank you for that. It's hard because I didn't want to do this, you know, but it got to the point where I had no choice. You know, 1.5 years to wait with repeated ghosting and issues is not acceptable at the end of the day, and I obviously don't want the artist getting harassed. I don't want them getting hate. I made it clear I didn't want hate. The artist in my DMs claimed that they were getting hate messages and death threats, so again, that's why I had to make another post saying, you know, please don't send them hate. You know, I started by saying it. You know, this post wasn't to call them out, this wasn't to harass them, this was just to review my experience. Review my experience as a client and to recommend to other people to not go ahead and commission them, especially because they've opened for commissions again, whilst not clearing their queue. As well as doing an art raffle, which, if you don't have your queue cleared, and there's people waiting for over 1.5 years, I think you should clear your queue first, really. You know, I've even recently put a few of my commissions on waitlists because I have 2 quite large emote commissions at the moment, and I don't want to overwhelm myself. I want to make sure I give all the clients the attention they deserve, and I finish their things in time. And at the moment, I'm making good progress. Like, the biggest commission which I've ever received is 17 emotes. All the emotes are flat coloured now, and I've still got another month to render them. So I don't want to be like that. You know, I don't want to be like this artist was with me. I want to be better for my clients, and that's something which I'm taking on board as, like, I guess, to learn to not be like that. Because I'm new to doing art commissions, but even as just a client before I start taking commissions, it isn't right. Ignoring your clients who spent good money. I spent $125, including a tip, you know. It's not pocket change, it's a decent chunk of money for me. As a healthcare worker, someone who has to pay for medications, it was a decent chunk of money. And at the time I could budget for it because I wanted to get a gift for my partner. And it was just in my budget, you know? It was something I had to sort of, like, make sure I had money aside to get. And just for all this to happen, it's really disappointing. But as a content creator now, as a streamer, as an artist, I feel I have a responsibility to tell you guys about stuff like this, so you guys don't fall foul to someone who may ghost you for 1.5 years as well, on and off, and not produce what you've requested and paid for. And I go into detail about why I can't get refunds and stuff. Basically, they physically can't give one, apparently, but the update is just, again, thanking you all for taking the time out of your day to read this whole ass yap fest. Like, there's 42 bookmarks. I bookmarked it myself just so I can go back to it if I need to, make sure, like, if I need to refer to it again, it's there just because of how long it is. Yeah, 9,000 views is fucking insane. So, you know, I gotta thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to look at it, share it, and I do recommend sharing it with anyone you know, just to make sure that no one else will fall foul as well. Again, this isn't to hate on the artist, this is just to make sure no one loses their hard-earned money. So, I have to also give extra thanks, because there's a really lovely artist who in the comments offered to do a ref sheet for free. And I've said, you know, I'm not accepting it for free, but that's really kind of you. And we're in DMs now, discussing things, and they're actually going to do both reference sheets. They want to do it because they want to try new art anyway, and it's good practice for them, but I'm still going to make sure I tip them, probably draw some gift art for them as well. They don't know this, but that's what I'm going to do. Again, I had to quote retweet because of the death threat situation. And if anyone has questions, you know, I can discuss them, but at the moment, I'm not sharing the DMs, which I got once they saw the post, but I'm just not sure if I'm going to end up in another long period of being ghosted, based on their reaction, and I guess they're still being a little bit guilt-trippy about it all. Which, again, I understand if things happen, you know, if personal things happen, it's not their fault, and I've said that, but you can still reach out to your clients. That's what my point was. I'm happy to wait, I'm patient to wait, but I need to know, especially if I've dropped $125 in the hole, like about, what, like £110 for me? Which is still, you know, conversion rates aside, you know, it's still a good amount of money. But as long as nothing else like massive happens, I'm gonna just start to move on from this, you know. If people respond to the thread, I'm still gonna answer them, I'm still gonna answer the questions, but at the moment I'm just hoping to move on, and hopefully the artist can deliver on what I paid for sooner rather than later, so I can just move on, because respectfully, you know, with some of the ways that they were speaking to me, I don't really appreciate it. So I'm gonna be probably going to mute them once things are resolved, or if things get too much, if they continue to ghost me. I might just have to cut my losses and just move on that way, if that makes sense. But I was so shit scared making this post. I was like shitting myself. I was like physically nauseous. It didn't help that I was having a chronic pain flare-up, so my rib was killing me. But this and all of the responses down here, I'll get to them. All of the responses down here, there's some lovely people who are just like really polite. Like, even like this individual has a huge following and they took the time out of their day to respond, you know, like, obviously I don't look at view counts too much, but I know for larger creators I might not always see this stuff, so for them to reach out, it's like, whoa, that's awesome. Someone else had an experience here. Someone else had an experience here. I'm ignoring that comment. And this is a lovely artist who I'm going to be working with. But, yeah. I keep forgetting how to scroll wheel. People are going to do that regardless. And also, even if they weren't, they'd claim their art for sympathy, not going to lie. That is possible. I don't want to think that someone would do that, but I know people have in the past. Whether this artist in particular has, I can't say. I'm not going to throw out an accusation without evidence. If they're saying that they received death threats, I'm not going to question them on it. I'm going to, because I gave them some advice on how to try and avoid people from doing that. Try and like block people, restrict your DMs, that kind of thing. But, you know, it's really unfortunate anyone getting threats and hate. And if someone is faking that for sympathy, then that's unacceptable. But I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that, you know, unfortunately, the internet's the internet. As Zays has put, I've just read that. Moving on is definitely the best. You said your piece, you don't want to drag it out long enough to make it seem outright pettiness. Yeah, exactly that. That's why I haven't necessarily shared the other DMs I've had since putting my post up. Because whilst it was like, I guess, emotionally draining trying to respond to them, because they were quite intense in their guilt tripping, and a few times like they kind of like implied or outright asked for the post to come down. You know, there's no point sharing that, because that was just, they could potentially get more hate from that, and I'm ready to just move on, and hopefully, maybe, you know, I'll get something in the end. Maybe I'll get ghosted again. I don't know, but it's a lot. It was a lot, and it was stressful to post it, but I'm just very thankful for all the kindness, you know? And I honestly hope to try and give back myself, because I know that there's other people affected, obviously. So I do want to eventually practice doing some artwork for some of these people who are affected and try and reach out and, I don't know, offer something to them if they want to take it. Because I just feel like someone's already been kind enough to reach out to me, so not everyone's going to get that. So I want to do something back for everyone else who may have been affected. But until then, I'm just going to be focusing on my art queue, my commissions, and just getting back to a more positive environment. So obviously this isn't like, you know, the nicest topic, you know, dealing with scams and stuff like that. I know, like, it's just been a lot, but we're gonna go back to doing my regular schedule scuffing. And oh, yeah. That aside, I'm also going to be doing some work on some of the bundles. So I have bundle deals on my VGen. I've closed out my bundles for now, because I'm going to rework some of them and do a lot of that. I'm also going to try and work on getting some, what's the word? What's the word? New advertisements done, that's the word. So that's what I'm gonna do. Nope. I think. Just trying to see if that... Okay. Okay. I'll tune in while I do my own drawing. No worries, feel free to look. I also need to... I'm probably gonna stream WHEEEE at some point this week.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, Gareth. Welcome in. You missed a whole big yap. Don't worry, you didn't miss much, it's just drama. I hope you're doing well. We do need to hang out again soon. For sure. And I know, I need to reach out. I've been so busy and in pain. So, like, I've not been able to, like... I need to do WHEEEE, basically. At the moment, that's gonna be something I stream probably Thursday. Friday is gonna be Phasmo. And it's gonna be our last stream of ABC because he's gonna be leaving for the military. So so that'll be the last time we see him for a little bit. And he will be missed. Oh, goody tea. It's fine. It's just, some drama happened. I say drama, it's like, I basically had to put a review out on an artist for, like, my experience commissioning them because, it did not go well. And the tweet kind of, like, popped off a little bit. But I think I'm gonna stream WHEEEE Thursday, Plasma Friday. Saturday really depends what I'm doing. This is gonna be hard because it's all, a lot of it's just glitch effects. But I'm gonna do my best. I don't tend to use stabilizer with Reaper Fugues. I haven't done a Reaper Fugue in a hot minute actually. I also need to upload some more shorts. Like, my shorts have been doing decently well. One of my VODs I've had to take down for a bit because it got partially blocked even though it was a Fortnite emote because YouTube is wildin'. But, oh well. Oh well. We shall cope. But I need to check what day it comes out actually. I think it's the end of January, but Code Vein 2 comes out soon. I'm gonna be playing the shit out of that. I need to pre-order it. And I know I've got an ongoing Code Vein gameplay, but I'm sure you guys won't mind if I start Code Vein 2. Hopefully on launch day I can play. Oh, that went over. Hello, Sam. You're late. I'm getting no new games unless people buy them for me, fair enough. I'm like... I'm gonna put stabilizer on for this actually, because it's a... Oh, my VGen pops off. Oh yeah, you guys should follow Valeria's VGen. I got some good art. I'm going to find the link. Let me find the link. There you are. So, you guys need to go and follow Valeria, and once they open Kumish, you need to go and... that doesn't matter. They can go follow now, and then they'll get notified when you open commissions. Big brain. Go follow them. Send the love. Send many loves. Hehe. Thanks again for giving me a code to do this. No problem. I had like... I think you were the first code actually. I've given away 2 since. And I've still got 1. But I'm not doing any like, ooh, VJ code giveaway crap. I've only done it to people who I can trust. I verified and vetted it before. And that's how it should be, you know? If people did that, we wouldn't have bots and AI on VGen, but I digress. Okay. Oh, I'm dropping my phone again. And I've dropped something. Code giveaways seem to be a shit show anyway. Seems there's a problem with tracers and scammers now, which isn't ideal. Exactly. It's like AI artists have crept on, scammers, tracers. Fakes and copiers. Ugh. It's all just a big flub. And it should not have happened like this. I should have... I still did not. There we go. And now we go to this. I'll put on the music player in a bit, if you guys want it. Otherwise, if you're vibing with the looped song, I shall continue to play it. I do really love it. Only thing I trace is poses for art, and even then I change up the anatomy and details so it's never an exact copy. Yeah, I mean, especially if you like learning, that's absolutely fine. You know. Which is why, like, tracing can get, like, an extremely bad rep. Like, if you trace all, some people get really annoyed. But, like, if you're learning something and you're just trying to get an idea of how to lay down your pen for, like, a certain anatomy pose or a certain style, and you're just doing it for yourself, and you're not showing it to anyone else, or, like, you're just showing it to some friends in the art community who you trust, just to be like, hey, am I doing this right? Da 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 da. Absolutely fine. So, meh. So, not gonna lie, I've just been, like, binging some, like, drama videos lately on, like, artist scammers, just because of, honestly, because of my own situation. I'm just kind of, like, watching some others just because I'm like, how did this person handle this situation? Because, as well, I was just, like, so worried that, like, maybe I was overreacting or whatever, so, But it's crazy what some people do. Like, scam-wise, it's like, Jesus. That is the wrong colour. That is the right colour. Even if you're not learning, it can be fine as long as you're not doing a one-to-one copy. I trace 3D model poses lately because it's one raw dynamic handle is still so tough for me. Oop, I'm in agile. No, not the agile. I'll respond when you're back. That's another thing which I need to do. I'm gonna be doing a bit of a fix up and like change up from like a fair bit of my stuffs. I need to update my credits and
fish.
Hello, dragon. Thank you for the fish. I hope you're okay. I don't know when Agile ends. Change this back. Oh, I'm stupid. I used grey pen instead of eraser. I'm free! Hello, welcome back! Okay, so what I was gonna say. I mean, especially if you like tracing 3D models and stuff. Especially if, say, I know there's some engines and stuff where you can basically like make your own. So like you make up your own poses through like a 3D engine or something, and then you use that. I don't think that's like the worst. I think the main issue comes from like isn't white pen the same as an eraser? Not when I need to colour on the layer behind. There we go. The WHEEEE event, is it just play the game? It's the activity chart thing. You know, the activity book. Get 100 on that. And I think it should give me some rewards. And just do that for a couple days. What was I saying? Yeah. I mean, I think especially if you like make your own model or like use like, don't, like, trace directly off someone else's, like, artwork and claim it as your own and stuff like that. That's, like, not okay, but stuff like that I don't think it's too bad. Clip Studio Paint has pre-made poses as assets as well as the ability to pose and adjust your own, so that's what I go for. That's fair enough. I've never used Clip Studio, I will be honest. I've heard good things, but I'm just too used to Critter now, I'll be real. I'm too used to Critter to, like, change. Call me stubborn. But I cannot. I just can't. Good thing I'm downloading WHEEEE. Whee! I haven't done a Reaper Fugi in so long. I know people don't play Reaper as much, so... But, oh well. Stupid me. I forgot I had the thing on. Anyway. I already discussed in my last stream before Christmas how much I want to change things. And like, do better. And do more. But at the moment, I just want to start with some simple things, update my credits, make it look nice and pretty. Just organize my shit a bit more. That's why I'm probably not going to share it. It's probably not going to be one which anyone can look at unless I get more of like a large commission queue, but I made a Trello to keep track of my commissions, gift arts, and so on. What colour? Just go bright red, maybe? Maybe. Let's see how it looks, but let's do this first. Do the boots. The boots for more. What I shoot for you on Trello now? No, I mean, the commissions I do and stuff. Like a tracker so I know what I'm doing. Make sure I'm on top of everything. I do have folders of artwork I've received. So it's like, I've got both art I've commissioned, and then art I've received as gifts or trades. And then within those folders is the tag, like the username of each person who's given me something or I've commissioned, and then you go into that and then you find the artwork from there. Yeah. I need to figure out I think I'll just do this swirling glitch effect. Somehow. Hello, Justice Giver! How you doing? You having any luck with your PC? After we 754 and made track to me, I had it saved up the wrong resolution by accident. No worries. I appreciate you anyway. It was super nice for you to do that. Hello? Honestly, it just looks like art splatters at the moment, but we are trusting the process. Maybe I should do this on a separate layer, actually. I'll do that. Got it fixed. Dell kept sending me the wrong motherboard. Oh, damn. I'm glad it's fixed, though. Are you planning on streaming again soon? You have a good Christmas? Kept busy? I'll deal with the eyes soon. Later today, maybe. Okie dokies. That's good to know. That means I can poke you with a raid. Hehe. We are severely trusting the process right now. Um. Tuesday, I'm gonna get my ass back to stream as well. Now I'm no longer sick. I'm glad you're not sick anymore. Yeah, I was like, oh, I need to stream. And then yesterday I was just like, body hurt, everything hurt, I need rest. So I just did commissions and chilled out, made some new friends actually. So that was nice. So I got some new friendos. And yeah. Make this a bit smaller. There we go. Alright. We should set up another collab sometime. Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to do that. Woo! Collabs! Okay. I actually need to BRB real quick. I'll be 1 second. Sorry about that. Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that. Can't do anything this week because Ryan's my community, and we could talk about. I mean, Final Fantasy X. That's fair. I do have a few plans this week myself, so that's absolutely fine. But we shall work something out. Okay, let's get back onto this. Okay, let's... Yeah. Also, we're almost at 1 year of me streaming, like, since I started. Like, that's crazy. My, anniversary is mid-February, I believe. For starting streaming and then getting affiliate and all that. Congrats! I hit the 2-year mark early this month, and my affiliate anniversary isn't until May. Awesome, and thank you! Why has this bit not blending? I need to do that. There we go. But yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been very fun for my first year. Very interesting, very fun. I think that works. I don't know. Okay, dokes. Where is the line art? There we are. Freedom! Woo! Welcome back! Yeah. There we go. And then this is green. Just for curiosity, what does... Novel. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Let's do this. That is not a very good circle. Okay, now let's go. Not that one, let's go. Ooh. There we go. I think this is fucking cool. Just need to add some glitches in and stuff, and shading. I need to do some shading. A little bit of shady poos. not the colour I clicked. That one. Okay, so I've been saying for a while I want to get a tablet, and I've finally found one that I want, but I'm like hesitating. It's not like super expensive, but we have the 15 years of January to survive, and I don't want to catch myself off, you know. That would not be smart. But I think most tablets can run Chrome. And it would be really handy to have like on the go, like when I go away on trips, like to see my family, or when I'm at work on my break. Because usually on my break I just watch Gordon Ramsay videos, which are still valid. But you know, I could be doing commissions. You know? Oh, what's that? What's that? There we go. Now we just need glitches. Allow me to. I'm gonna send a sneak peek. When I can find my fucking DMs, there we are. Okay. Much time. And we need the green. This one. You know, I think that looks really fucking cool. That is the only issue, though. There we go. Not big, but... I thought that was a bit which I got rid of because it was so glaringly bright. I'm so sorry for going quiet. I lucky locked the fuck in. Okay. Okay, this is going well. So I can just... I'm going to... because I can do the cutting of this off screen, so I can make this into the actual Fugue itself off screen, that's fine. Yes, please save. Save the PNG ready. We just have this one which I'm going to finish up because this was a sketch I did a while ago. And I knew I need to do it. that. Yeah. I just need to do a clean, neat version. Go, puppy! If only he was here. But anyway. I've done a lot of art today. I can feel my eyes like starting to strain a bit, so I'm gonna just do this line art, I think. And call it there. I also need to rest anyway because of the rib. The fateful rib. Oh my god, more ads. I apologize. There we go. It's looking cute. Okay. Oof. Almost done. Uh... Okay. I'm gonna call it there today. I've done a lot of drawing. I need to stretch. I need to rest my eyes. But thank you guys for joining me today. It's been really nice to catch up. See you guys again. I'm probably not going to be able to stream until 2026 now, because I'm going to be out tomorrow for New Year's. And I'm still resting because my health is like iffy. So I'm meant to be going to a New Year's with family tomorrow just to get like Chinese and stuff. But yeah. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. I hope you have a lovely rest of your year. Be sure to be safe.
Cheese.
Be safe in your whatever you do for New Year's. Thank you, Ari. Let's find someone to raid. Okay, I know who to raid. Whee! We're gonna go raid into someone's streamiversary. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all later.